to Jacksonville. A 17-0 halftime lead is not enough to win a street fight in South Philadelphia. You should have known better than to rest on your laurels. This is Philadelphia, where we come back and score 34 points in the second half. Hats off to Coach Chip Kelly, who had a gutsy call in the first drive of the second half, 4th down and 2 at the 50-yard line. That's dangerous, folks. He gives the ball to Darren Sproles, who rewards the coach with a 49-yard touchdown scamper, justifying the deal that he was given and the trade they made with New Orleans to bring him into town. Now, Darren Sproles, the guy who killed us in the playoffs last year, now he's on our side. He's a bird, splitting the refs with LaShawn McCoy. Both of them had 71 and 74 yards respectively. So you combine that, you get about 140, 150 yards per game and not a lot of wear and tear. That formula works. And even though it was tough sledding in the running game, it ended up setting up the play-action fake later on for Foles, who had a heck of a second half. Despite his horrible first-half performance, he dusted himself off and, like a true Philadelphian, though he's from Texas, got himself together and hit Jeremy Maclin for a 68-yard touchdown pass. Thanks to the running game, the play action, everything, and mainly the pace. Even when you're losing the game 17-0, you're wearing out that defense with that pace. It's only a matter of time before the fourth quarter arrives and the defense of even a really good defensive team like the Jaguars is going to be running on fumes. You saw the holes open up. You saw people getting open. It's going to happen like that. So it's a cherry on the top if we could score early. If we score early, the game's over. But either way, you're not going to shut the Eagles out in the second half. You can see it coming. But let me get to the defense. An excellent performance. They kept the Eagles in the game. Not only did they hold Jacksonville scoreless in the second half, it was really just a couple big plays on some defensive breakdowns at the safety position that allowed 2 big touchdowns in the first half. Other than that, they shut these guys down. They were getting tackles in the backfield, holding them down. Toby Gerhart, he really didn't get going. Henry Josie, he couldn't learn the offense in 1 week. He's still on the practice squad, so I'm happy we didn't have to deal with him. But basically, Jacksonville's offense didn't have any answers for the Eagles' defense. If the Eagles' defense plays well as they did today against some of the better teams, watch out. We're going to Indianapolis next week on Monday night. We'll have our first real big true test. See what kind of team the Eagles really are. I think I know, but I think they're going to impress some people Monday night against Andrew Luck, will the defense, and you know the offense is going to score on that turf. So there you have it. The Philadelphia Eagles, 34-17 winners, undefeated, 1-0, possibly alone at the top of the NFC East, pending what happens with the Giants, because everybody else lost but the Eagles.